What up all, Darb here from Mindless Productions, continuing Splinter Cell Blacklist on Perfectionist difficulty without killing anyone. That's our big thing. Alright, so this guy is one of the high value targets. It's actually one of the collectibles. So I'm not going to be showing off all the collectibles here. I think I do take out a couple of the high value targets, but I'm not picking up any dead drops or laptops or anything like that. If you are interested in seeing like a side video for collectibles, let me know. I'd be glad to do one, but I didn't have that plan going into this guide. So, you know, let me know if you want it. I'll gladly make it. Alright, so this second half of this mission it's really not that hard. You want to take out your first guy here, because he's the only guy you really need to worry about. Just climb up on here. Watch out for the broken glass. This is one of those games. You gotta watch out what's on the floor. But then hurry your way over here. There's another guy that'll be coming up these stairs. In just a sec, actually. There he is. And he comes right here to this first bit of cover, so you can take him out nice and quiet. Like so. And I don't know why I went back for the lights here. It doesn't matter. There's no one else around, so whatever. I like the dark. That's not so bad. A little tip I highly recommend, especially if this is your first time playing through and you're not familiar with the levels, always peek under a door before you open it. You never know. There are a lot of times where a guard's patrol will cross right in front of whatever door you're supposed to come in from. So it's just best to double check, make sure he's not there. Alright, now this part is actually kind of... It's not hard, it's just tricky. There's two guys that wander around in this little open area. Depending on if you've reloaded a checkpoint or not, they'll be in different places. And that's one thing that I didn't like about this, is when you reload a checkpoint, it actually reloads the guards' paths. So it resets them, even though the first time through, you weren't quite at that area. I guess that doesn't make sense. Basically, the guards' paths get reset, and it makes them a little bit different if you have to reload a checkpoint. But there'll be one guy who is hiding out in this little shop, and then he typically has another buddy who's walking around. Yep, there he is, right there. And they kind of alternate going in and out of the shop. But overall, it's not, like I said, it's not difficult. It's just tricky because their patterns can change up a little bit based on if you had to reload a checkpoint or not. A little frustrating. I don't like that they did that, but, you know, whatever. Alright. This introduces your... Probably the biggest threat in the game are these dogs. And they make the saddest sounds when you knock them out. It makes me feel bad every time. Sorry, puppy dog. But yeah, the dogs, on top of being able to see you from a greater distance and hear you from a greater distance, they can also smell you out. So if you're behind cover and they just happen to wander close to you, then they can just, you know, they'll smell you. They walk right up to you. And that is frustrating. So anyway, this next area, you've got two guys just hanging out right here. Wait for the first guy to walk away and drag his buddy behind the door. You don't want to wait too long or his buddy will start walking away, and then you miss out your chance and it kind of ruins up the next couple plans. So you want to keep an eye out for that guard there. I happened to time it right and he was walking away. That's really what you want, so that you can sneak back to this little car. I also looked out and he just happened to kind of notice me, but just wait for him to get kind of close. Whistle at him when he's coming around that corner. Or that, I guess it's a telephone pole? I don't know what the hell that is. But you can hide his body back here. It's far enough away, no one will find it, so all safe back here. Now there is another dog in this next little area, so you gotta watch out for that. Luckily, he tends to stay over on that far wall, so he shouldn't be too much of a threat. Do be careful of the guy hiding in this guardhouse. Even though you are in the shadows and behind cover, he has a very keen eye, apparently. He saw me many times. So just move cover to cover. And we're just going to stick along this right side of the area. Yeah, wait for the dog. Just, it's better to be cautious around a dog. So you can actually climb right up the side of this building and just walk along the roof and you'll be fine. If you walk a little too fast, oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. This game has 2 different crouch walks. Crouch walks? Yeah, that's right. If you hold, this is on an Xbox controller, mind you, and I think it's the same for PS3. If you hold the stick, the analog stick, all the way, then he does this like full crouch walk. But it makes a little bit more noise, and if you're too close to somebody, they'll be able to hear you. But if you hold the stick about halfway, he'll crawl a little bit slower, and that way, you know, even if you're right behind somebody, they can't hear you. Just a little pro tip there. Pro tip coming from, you know, an amateur. Shut up. It works. Alright, so hurry over to this little room. As soon as you see those guys start walking away, you'll want to get to this next room because there will be a guard walking up this little hallway. You want to be sure you're behind this cover before he gets into this clearing, or else you won't be able to take him out so easily. And then from here, you can just walk all the way to the end of the room. I don't know why I felt the need to stay in the cover there, but, you know, whatever. There should be one guy patrolling over here. Sometimes he'll be out of this room, which is fine. Then you can just walk right up the steps. Other times he'll be hanging out right there, so if he is, just whistle for him. And with him out of the way, you're clear. And that's pretty much it. The next... Oh, no. Well, yeah, that is pretty much it. This next room has 3 guys you got to take out real quick. Yeah, these 3 guys right here. It's very simple. I like to mark them just so I've got a clear shot. If you have it already, like if this is your second playthrough, you can just throw a smoke or a sleeping gas. You can just throw sleeping gas in there and wipe them all out in one go. But seeing as how I started from the beginning, I didn't quite have that yet, so. Alright, so this part's very straightforward. I'll leave you to enjoy it, and I'll see y'all next video. Peace out.